everyone, it's Julia. This week I'm working on a denim jacket that is thrifted but looks really brand new. It is a size 18-20, and my idea on it is it's rather short, so I think I am going to add some length to the bottom of it. The only other thing that I'm kind of got this in the works right now, I got this fabric. I'm not sure where. Someone may have sent it to me or possibly thrifted it. It's just one long strip of these really cool birds sitting on a branch with these colorful leaves. And my idea is to put some kind of adhesive, paperback adhesive, probably Heat and Bond Light, on the back of this, cut all of this out, and then just put pieces of it right above this waistband. I just thought that would be kind of cool. I don't think I'm going to do anything up above it all. It has really colorful buttons, so I'm just going to leave it just simple like that. And then for the fabric that I'm going to add to the bottom, I've already started this. I'm just creating a strip, basically. A lot of these things I have purchased or gotten from thrift store, or people sent me different things. But one of them is this piece of eyelet that used to be gathered, and the gathered's been taken out. But I'm going to use some of that. And then recently I went to a garage sale and I found, I just love daisies and checks. And I was just drawn to this. There was 2 pieces of yardage. See, I've already cut some out. I've been doing projects with this. And then this bigger print was a tablecloth. And so the bottom is already serged. Let me see, I paid $2 for it. But the bottoms were, and it was a square tablecloth. So serged all the way around. And so for this is already scalped and already finished off. This one's serged, that's that piece of that tablecloth. Added a doily. And then this particular piece I am hemming, and then hemming the seam that goes underneath. So parts of it is finished off. I'm going to continue with the strip first. I'm going to need a few more pieces of this and get that finished. I also found this. This was in my stash. It's for $2. It's a crocheted trim, and it's in a circle. So I'll cut it and make it one long piece. But I think I might add some of this because the length is about, or the length is about correct. I love how some parts of it's going to be a little bit longer. I just think that's going to be neat. So I think I'm going to have a section of this next, and then I'm going to hold it up to my jacket and see where I'm at as far as going around the bottom. I added enough now to go all the way around the bottom, and I've pinned it. I decided to use this doily as the center back. So I just centered that in the back. And then I have it pinned approximately an inch underneath. I think what I'm going to do is right on the edge here is some camel colored or khaki colored stitching. I'm going to use the same color thread, and I am going to just stitch, as close as I can on that stitching line all the way around the bottom. For each of the ends, I just fold it under. This side is going to have some of the lace. And for this strip of fabric with the birds and the leaves, I do want to add some paperback adhesive to the back side of it. So I'm going to go ahead. This is my scraps. I always save every little bit. It's because it's pricey, and I always use it for this type of thing where I can just piece through little bits. I'll probably cover my surface, even though this is kind of messed up anyway, but I'll cover it with parchment paper so I don't get too many things sticking to one another. And then I'm just going to iron this on the back. And then I'll take this and I'll cut this out. I got the bottom sewn on, and to finish the edge, I just turned it under and then stitched it with that same colored thread, that camel colored thread. On the inside, I did pink some of the yardage fabric, and then of course some of the couple of the laces were already finished off. The doily was finished off, and same with this one, so I just left that. And now it's on to the applique. I did get it cut out completely. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is iron on like a bird and a leaf. Trying to decide. I think I like it right at the edge. And I'm going to put another one then on this side, and then do a series of them, or maybe a couple of them on the back side. And then I might have enough left over even to upcycle a pair of jeans with a couple of the other birds. So that's my idea on that. I'm going to remove this paperback adhesive. I'm going to take you with me now to the sewing machine. I think I'm going to use that camel thread to do all the stitching. And this one lifted a little bit. I'm going to just press this quick. I am going to do just add some details and just go in the leaves a little bit and the bird a little bit too. Just to add a lot of stitches to it. I think this fabric is quite ravelly, and so I will be going around everything at least twice, and maybe doing some, over back kind of a stitching with my free motion, just to make sure everything is secured. I do have my free motion foot on. This is the darning foot, or the darner foot. I have my feed dogs dropped. And I'd put that camel colored thread both on the top and the bobbin thread. You can see a lot of the underneath is the same color as that khaki color. So I wanted it also in my bobbin. My stitch length is at 0. And I'm going to be doing all the movement on this. Like I said, I am going to go probably around twice. And then just fill in some of the spots. And I got all my stitching done. You can kind of see it there, how I went around several times, did some zigzaggy looking stitches and filled in some of the areas. And then on the underside, it just looks like that. This particular fabric that I use has a lot of larger daisies in it. And so I put some Heat and Bond Light on a portion of it and cut out some of the daisies. I thought it might be kind of fun to add just just here and there, a couple of daisies just to tie in. So I'm going to go do that. There's I heat and bond light on the back. So I'm going to remove that and then press these on. And then I'm going to stitch them the same way I did the birds. Just kind of think that's fun. I don't know. I'll just kind of, like I said, I'll tie the daisies together to the birds a little bit. I did get a pair of jeans done using the same patches, that daisy fabric, and put the birds down one leg. Underneath, the jeans actually had the stressed holes, and I did add some of the fabric underneath, just just to make that a little bit more secure. Some of the daisy fabric. I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.